Okay, so Hotel California, great iconic Eagles song, one of my favorite guitar songs ever, and just kind of learning this just really helped solidify and make sense out of all these major scales and modes and things that I was kind of like learning, as well as just like learning the chords and stuff. So once you get it, it's really just kind of like it's kind of beauty in its simplicity. It's not exactly, I would call it a simple song, um, but you can like basically learn all the parts to this song, learning a couple different concepts. So I want to get into the chords. Your first chord here is going to be, it's going to start off with a B minor, right? Um, Yeah, this isn't going to be a note by note lesson of the song. This is going to be an exploration of like the theoretical concepts behind the song. I can play it. It's just kind of way it's way too more beginnerish, and this isn't a beginner song anyway, so I'm not going to continue in beginner mode here. But I'm just going to say that here's your chords. Starts with a B minor, F major, A. So your next chord is B minor, F major, A major, an E. I think it's E minor, B minor, F major, A, E, G, D, E minor, F major. Hey, you know what? Remember that going back to that foundational lesson? That's all the chords that we talked about. No, none of this in there, but um, they're all chords in the key of D. Something to just be mindful of is that the only change with that is that they changed the F minor to a major chord. Otherwise, it's all chords diatonic within the key of D. Gonna just leave that with you right there. Um, so Hotel California, and I think we're gonna, in this video, what I think we're gonna do is just look at the cage system, and then we're gonna look at some of that other stuff that's going on, the lines um, in another lesson. This is actually kind of one of those lines without kind of getting into like third intervals and things like that. So basically, we talked about you can move any of these kinds of chords up and around, up and around the neck a little bit, right? So you're going to be playing parts of these chords. You're not going to be playing like the whole thing. I'll show it to you. I'll show the whole thing. It might be just an easier way to just visualize it when we're talking about the cage system, and then we'll just kind of break it down into it's actually more basic than what I'm going to show you right now. But so another way of playing the B minor chord is this here, right? And another way, your next chord is F sharp, but again using the cage system. Here's your C shape, here's your E shape, your E minor, right? Same shape, using the finger as the capo, fingering a minor chord. There's your F sharp. Here is your F sharp. Another cage system basic, only now you're using the C shape. Can you see it? And for the verse part, my friends, that is kind of it. Until we get down to the open chords again, you can just kind of go, and you hear this in the second. I think is it in the second verse of the song? You'll hear the part though where it's just like. Your next chord is going to be A, right? Another E shape. E shape, and back to your C again. E shape. So it's a great song for moving these chords around. Sit down and work that out for as long as it takes you to do it, and you will. So again, the chords, B minor with an E shape, F sharp, with your root right here being on F sharp, and the chord being a C shape thing. A major, E major. Your next chord is G. I'm using the kind of E shape again here, right? Guess what? Here's your C shape again. Your E minor. So you're playing the song with your friend. One of you can be going. They're doing that. You're doing this. Using the cage system shapes we just talked about. That's kind of it. I guess while I'm showing the chord, in the interest of making it a fallout kind of like rhythm lesson, the chorus is just kind of, I've always played it with open chords down here. There's no reason to kind of get into all the bar chords and stuff with this one. It's just as easy to go. G. Welcome to the Hotel California. So G, D, E minor, B minor, G, room at the Hotel California, D, yeah, E minor, F sharp. Those are the two basic parts of this song. And we'll just kind of go through without getting back into, or maybe we will. Maybe we will get back into the cage system here. So here's, you can get by and playing just these chords, and you rarely hear like a lot of guys even covering all those other parts that we're going to talk about, just because there's like so many layers to this song, but it's possible. I'm going to show you how to do it in another lesson. But that being said, I'll just go through the chords again real quick. So, highway, right? B minor, F sharp, cool wind in my hair, the smell of colitas, rising up through the air. There's another instance where they turn what should have been a minor chord into a major, but just because it makes sense. So, in my hair, A, Lolitas, rising up through the air. G, up ahead in the distance, saw a shimmering light. Nice move with this one. And the lights were dim. E minor. I think that's an E minor. Maybe it's a major. Use your ear. You figure it out. You got this. And then the next is an F sharp. So. Call it kind of basic because it's all chords straight out of D. Straight out of the D major scale, right? So that's your verse part. There's only one other chord part to the song. This is it. The Hotel California. G to a D. To an E minor. Into the Hotel California. Here's your D. Such a lovely place. There's your E minor. Then back to a B minor. Such a lovely face. Plenty of room. Back to G. California. Nice. Bring your alibis. To an F sharp. So, at the Hotel California. E minor. B minor. Living it up in the Hotel California. Infinity here. So there is that part. Let's look at these cage system chords. Another kind of like sort of, I wouldn't call it, it's not real complicated. It's like all the chord shapes up here are all kind of based out of the E or E minor scales, right? The E or E minor notes, using your finger as a capo, right? They're either going to be E or E minor shapes, or they're going to be C shapes. I believe that's right. That's but it looks like this, right? There's your E minor shape, but that's a B. There's another C shape. Everything's kind of going down half steps. Also, very cool move. Just great. Just awesome. Just love the sound of that. Move you down a fret and play the C shape with, down another half step and play the A chord with a E shape. Down a half step to play the C shape again. Down a half step to play the E shape again. And there's your D. Or there's your C shape again, playing this chord, which is D. So, oh boy. Should I or shouldn't I? So one guy's going, the other guy is playing those caged shapes I showed you working their way down the neck. You run out of room to do those down here, so you're just playing like the open chords and your basic bar chords. That is the chord structure for Hotel California. Any questions, feel free to comment below. Subscribe to my channel if you would. I'm looking for subscribers. I'm going to start doing more of these and things like it. That's about it. All right, any questions, you know where to find me. Thank you.